Hi guys. Okay, so for my video reflection, I just wanted to talk about the discussion that went on with the team leaders of the chapter 1 discussion. The debate that they sparked with stay-at-home dad or stay-at-home mom just stayed on my mind, and then I was curious to know what males thought about being stay-at-home dads. And so I conducted a small poll on Twitter and I got 48 votes in total. And my question was, would you be a stay-at-home dad? Where I'll put the results right here. So 50% of them said yes, 23% of them said no, and 27% of them said maybe. And so it was very curious to me to see like what would they think, because it is 2019, things are changing, and obviously with that people's minds are adapting to the new social advances that we're having. And so I even asked my boyfriend like what he thought about being a stay-at-home dad, and this is his response. It is something that's like serious to consider about, because even women, like, I know the girls in my class too, like, we're pursuing a higher education so that we can provide better for our families. And it's interesting to see that for us, like, to become mothers, like, we have to put on the line. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. There are incredible women that don't, but oftentimes we put our jobs on the line in order to start a family. I know my sister did that. She was a nurse for 17 years, and then she decided to begin a family, and now she's a stay-at-home mom. It's just interesting to consider, because now I'm putting myself in a situation where I think like, will I do it? Because as my boyfriend mentioned, like, it is crazy. Like, you might have a regret of like, I work so hard for this job, but I also want to start a family. So I guess it also goes with conflict theory of us wanting to have both a family, but then again wanting to maintain that family and having like job and the social standards of like women stay at home. And he even mentioned that like, if it were to come down to it, if we had like kids one after the other, he would consider being a stay-at-home dad. So it is something weird to consider after I've been grown up in a breadwinner family type. So it's just something interesting to consider. And it was my findings in this little poll was interesting because 50% of them said yes. Like, I honestly thought that it would be reversed, like more males would say no to it, but I'm guessing that at this point in age, things are changing, and like what's a family and like who is the head of the family possibly is changing. I don't know. I guess this little poll is an interesting proof to see that like times are changing. So thanks for watching, guys.